In this video, I would like to going to discuss some aspects of our first chapter. And in the screen, you can see the title of the chapter. The title of the chapter is Consumer Behavior and Technology. So, in this chapter, I'll be discussing different issues of customer behavior, and especially I'll be highlighting the topics which are relating to the objectives, learning objectives you can see in the screen. I'm going to discuss one by one. First of all, we start our discussion with an understanding of marketing. What do we mean by marketing? Marketing, it is a very dynamic discipline. There's so many marketing experts and marketing scientists have defined marketing in many ways, in different ways. But in short, I can tell you, marketing is all about managing relationship with customers. I repeat, marketing is managing successful relationship with customers. Here we can see a comprehensive definition, and this definition is given by American Marketing Association. American Marketing Association is one of the largest marketing institutions and marketing authorities in the world. And how marketing is defined by American Marketing Association. Marketing is the activity and set of institutions and process for creating, communicating, and delivering offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society. It includes a lot of activities you have to perform in marketing. A lot of firms, as it mentions, it shows set of institutions. There are so many firms, so many institutions which are working together in marketing, and it is a process. Whenever we are talking about a process, we know there are some steps in a particular process, and these steps are usually in marketing. So we'll have to create something, we'll have to communicate something, and we'll have to deliver. What? Offerings. Here, offerings means, say, the umbrella term is product or market offering. It can be anything, everything that can be offered to the market. And it has the capacity to satisfy the requirements of target market or customers. So, this definition shows or says that as a marketer, as a marketing manager, you have to create, communicate, and deliver. What? Offerings, I mean, something that has value to customers, clients, partners, and society. I mean, we have to produce and offer something that has value to all stakeholders. And it is a comprehensive definition, I can say, about marketing. But in short, we can say marketing is all about managing relationship with customers, managing successful relationship with the customers. Before I discuss customer behavior, first of all, we have to understand what do we mean by consumption. As a marketing manager, we are dealing with market. Market means customers. Market means customers. And you see the consumers are consuming. So if we see the understanding or definition of consumption, the scope of consumption, if you see this, we will be able to understand the scope of consumption. What do we mean by consumption? It is just taking something, eating something, or eating something, or more than that. So, if you see the understanding of consumption here, probably it is not included in your book. However, I am adding this to you for your understanding so that you can have a clear understanding, you can understand the scope of consumption. And this consumption will lead our consumer behavior, the study of consumer behavior. So whenever we're talking about consumption, basically consumption has three elements. The first one is acquisition, number two usage, and number three disposition. Let me explain in short. What do you mean by acquisition, usage, and disposition? Acquisition, before we consume anything, first of all, we'll have to have it, we'll have to get it, we'll have to obtain it. So acquisition is all about a process to obtain our desired offering or desired value or desired product. by which we can satisfy our requirements. So acquisition is all about acquiring. Acquisition is all about getting something for my consumption, which can satisfy my requirements. Then users, once we can get it, once we can manage to have this, then what we'll be doing? We'll be taking the utility of it. It means we are using. And number three, disposition. After it means after taking the utility of the offering or of the product, how we can get rid of it. This is the way how we can getting rid of it, or we're disposing it. That is the third stage of consumption, disposition. So if we see the elements of consumption, these elements will show us the study of consumer behavior. We'll have to get the products, then we have to use it. So all the things relating to use, all the things related to acquisition, and all the things related to disposition. That is how we will be getting rid of this product which we have used or we are using. So there are the three elements which make up consumption, understanding of consumption. Let us see, what do you mean by consumer behavior? Behavior means responses. Behavior consists of all actions, reactions, activities, thoughts, feelings. And when we talk about consumer behavior, we can say that they're the responses of the customers. To what? To marketing and other stimulus. So now you see how we can define consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is the study of consumer choices, selection of products during searching, evaluating, purchasing, and using products and services that they believe would satisfy their needs. So very simple. Consumer behavior consists of all activities. All our actions, reactions, thoughts, feelings, which are related to searching a product, evaluating a product, purchasing a product, and using a product. And we can add disposing of that product that we believe to satisfy our requirements. So this is what consumer behavior is according to Shipman, the textbook we are following here. Let us see how consumer behavior is defined by American Marketing Association. As I mentioned earlier, American Marketing Association is the biggest marketing authority or one of the largest marketing institutions in the world. Let's say how consumer behavior is defined by American Marketing Association. Consumer behavior involves the thoughts and feelings. Probably I was talking about a few seconds back. People experience and the actions they perform in their whole consumption process. So whenever we were talking about consumption process, just a few minutes back, I talked about acquisition, uses, and disposition. So consumer behavior covers or includes all about thoughts, feelings, experiences, actions, reactions, which are related to consumption process. And this process includes three stages: say, acquisition, uses, disposition. In other words, we can say that searching, evaluating, selecting, purchasing, and disposing a product or a market offering. That is all about consumer behavior. Say, there can be two types of consumer, primarily personal consumer and organizational consumer. Let us see, what do you mean by personal consumer? Personal consumer is an individual, or personal customers are the individuals who buy goods and services for his or her own consumption, for our personal consumption. It means that if we buy any goods or services for our own consumption, for our personal consumption, so we belong to what? Personal consumer, or we are personal consumer. On the other hand, if I'm talking organizational consumers are the individuals or firms. And these firms can be government firms or governmental firms or non-governmental firms. If these individuals or firms buy goods and services or equipment which is needed or which are needed to facilitate the operations of the business. So these customers or these consumers belong to organizational customer. I repeat, organizational consumers are the consumers. I mean the firms or individuals or institutions which buy goods and services to facilitate the operations of their business. So they belong to organizational customer or they are organizational customers. Now let's see marketing concept or probably marketing management orientations. In marketing, there are some philosophies or there are some marketing management orientations, and these philosophies guide marketing managers how to make their marketing decisions. A marketing manager is supposed to make a lot of decisions to plan and execute all of their marketing activities. And there's different parties, there are different aspects relevant to our marketing activities to marketing decisions. So as a marketing manager, we while we are making any marketing decision in our marketing activities, we may think of different aspects of different parties. So these orientations or marketing manager marketing concepts or marketing manager orientations and philosophies guide the marketing managers to what extent they will be giving emphasis on what aspects. So we see the marketeers or marketing managers are following different philosophies or different concepts. Let us see what are the available concepts in marketing and which are followed by the marketeers or marketing managers and which guide the marketing managers to make their decisions. Probably you see there are 4 philosophies here. The first one is production concept, number 2 product concept, number 3 is selling concept, and number 4 is marketing concept. I'm going to explain these 4 ones in short. What is the first one? You see the first one, production concept. In marketing, basically, this is the oldest marketing management philosophy, the most ancient and the oldest one. And this philosophy says that customers buy the products which are affordable and available. I hope I'm clear to you. In this philosophy, the understanding is that, or the philosophy says that marketers buy the products which are affordable and available. Now you see, if it is in my understanding or in my mind, I'm a marketer, I'm a marketing manager. So if I feel that customers will buy the products which are available and affordable, so what I'll be doing? Definitely I'll be spending all of my resources, all of my energy, all of my capacity to make my product affordable and available. So what I can do? I can focus on production. I can go for large scale production so that I can bring my cost of production down. Once my cost of production or production cost is low, probably I can charge a low price. So if I can charge a low price, probably I can make my product affordable to my customers. This is number 1. And what is number 2? Available. Available is that customers buy the products which are highly available to them. It is my understanding. So if I follow this philosophy as a marketer, what I'll be doing? Definitely I'll focus on extensive distribution. I'll try to, all the time I'll be trying to increase my distribution efficiency. If I can increase or improve my distribution efficiency, I'll be able to make my products highly available to all of my customers, every niche of the country. So in this philosophy as a marketer, what I'll be doing? I'll be focusing on production as well as distribution. Because what is in my mind? I understand that customers will favor me, customers will buy my products when my products are affordable and available. There are so many companies which are following production concept. Say Unilever is selling wheel powder. It is highly available. Probably every corner of our country you can get this product, and at a very affordable price. If you see the mini pack of wheel powder, we can buy only for taka 2. By spending taka 2, by paying taka 2, we can have a packet of wheel powder. This is what production concept, as an example. And if you see the second one is product concept. These philosophy says customers buy the product or products which are the best in the market, which is the best. So what does it mean? Does it mean? What is my understanding as a marketer? Since philosophy says that customers usually buy the best product, the very best product from the market. So best in what sense? In terms of features, in terms of capacity, in terms of performance of the product, or in terms of features, performance, attributes, in terms of quality. If it is my understanding, so what are we doing? What I am doing? Since my understanding is that customers buy the products or product which is the very best in the market. So always I'm trying to be the best in the market by improving my quality, by improving my performance, by adding features and so on. So product concept says customers buy the product which is the best in the market. As a marketer, if I am guided by this philosophy, what I am doing? I am always trying to improve the quality of product so that I can become the best in the market. I can give you some examples. If you see Coca-Cola said they are producing the best cola drink in the market, offering in the market. Sony Corporation, we can say, they're saying that they're producing the best televisions and offering it to the market. If I'm talking about McDonald's claim that they're producing best burger. If I see KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they're saying that they're producing best fried chicken, and they're offering it to the market. So these are all product concept. So what is the next one? Selling concept. Selling concept says the philosophy is that, or this philosophy says that customers will not buy the product sufficiently or adequately. It means the amount of sale we want to have until or unless we're undertaking a large scale selling effort. Until or unless we're spending a lot of money, undertaking a lot of efforts, we're spending a lot of money for our advertising and other promotional tools, customers will not buy our product sufficiently. What is that? That is selling concept. So again, I tell you, selling concept says the customers will not buy our product sufficiently until or unless we are undertaking large scale selling and promotional effort. Now you see, so as a marketer, as a marketing manager, I am guided by this philosophy and I am following selling concept. So what I'll be doing? I'll be taking a lot of efforts. I'll be taking a lot of measures to inform, to communicate, to persuade my customers. Because I believe that until or unless we are undertaking large scale selling efforts, I won't be able to convince customers and customers won't buy. You look at the political parties, you look at the real estate firms, and I can give you a textbook example, say insurance companies. And in this figure, I can tell you there is a statement. There are so many products which are not bought by the customers, which are sold to the customers. I repeat, there are so many products which are not bought by the customers, which are sold to the customers. You can think of insurance companies. If I'm talking about life insurance companies, say MetLife, Alico, they are coming to us again and again repeatedly, and they are trying to sell their product. They are trying to convince us. And probably sometimes we buy this product just to get rid of the salesperson or sales executive. So until or unless as a marketer, we are not approaching customers repeatedly, usually customers don't buy. So these are what? Selling concept. As I have talked about insurance companies, political parties, real estate firms. So these are selling concept. And what is the last one? Marketing concept. The last one is marketing concept. You see, the last one is marketing concept. Primarily, I would like to say that marketing concept is quite different from rest of the three concepts. In marketing concept or marketing philosophy, marketing concept says that As a marketing manager, first of all, we go to the customers. We go to our target market, we do research on them, we try to understand their requirements. What do they want? What do they expect from the customers? First of all, we try to understand our customers, we try to address the requirements of the customers, needs of the customers, and based on their needs, we get back to the company, we produce our product, and we deliver in such manner. We deliver our product in a better way than our competitors, and which will best satisfy our customers. What is that? That is marketing concept. I repeat, it is a philosophy that says that first of all, you go to the customers, you try to understand their requirements, what are their needs, and based on their needs, we'll be producing and delivering products in a better way than our competitors. In the market, we are not only the market player. There are so many companies which are operating their business, which are doing the same things probably in the market, offering this kind of product at the same time as the type of products to the customers. So, first of all, we'll have to understand our customers, especially to know the requirements of customers, and based on their requirements, based on their needs, we'll design and deliver products in a better way than our competitors, by which we can satisfy their requirements. So once we can come to know about the needs or requirements of the customers, we can deliver satisfaction to them, right? So this is marketing concept. I can tell you a difference between these three ones. I mean, production concept, product concept, selling concept, and marketing concept. These three ones, I mean, production, product, and selling. These three concepts show marketing starts from inside the company. It means that first we produce the product, then we try to sell it. On the other hand, marketing concept says or shows our marketing activity starts from outside the company. It means we go to the customers first, we try to understand their requirements, and based on their requirements, we produce and deliver goods and services to the customers. So in marketing concept, we start our marketing activities from outside the company, that is from customers. On the other hand, in these three concepts, production, product, and selling concept, we will start our marketing activities from inside the company. And we can talk about another difference. Marketing concept is only the concept that focuses on the satisfaction of customers. That is why we need to understand the behavior of the customers. On the other hand, production concept, product concept, selling concept, they are also the market management philosophies. But these three concepts don't focus on customer satisfaction. On the other hand, marketing concept is the philosophy of marketing that focuses on customer satisfaction. You see the title of the topic, Marketing Myopia. Marketing Myopia. It is a short-sighted approach where companies look in the mirror instead of out of the window. My understanding is that as you manage it, when we are overemphasizing our product instead of the benefits which are needed by the customers for the satisfaction of the customers. In other words, I can say that marketing myopia is all about the mistake made by the customers, made by the marketeers. I'm sorry. Marketing myopia is the mistake that is made by the marketeers by giving overemphasis on their product. Then the requirements of the customers. So we can say that myopia is a mistake which we marketing managers can make by giving overemphasis on our products, product features, and so on, instead of the requirements, needs of the customers, the solution to the customer's problem. It means what customers are expecting, what customers require. If I don't focus on that, and I focus on the features of the product, on my product, it means, in other words, you can say, if we love my product, not customers, that is marketing myopia. So how we can overcome marketing myopia or get rid of marketing myopia? If we love our customers, not our product. If we love our customers, we'll try to understand their requirements, and based on their requirements, what benefits they're seeking from my product. Having that in my mind, in our mind, as a marketer, will be developing product, right? Because a product is nothing but a solution to the customer's problem. So we'll have to understand what solution, what benefit the customers are seeking from my product. Based on that, we'll be designing and developing the product, right? If we don't do so, that means marketing myopia. So marketing concept requirements. Just a little time back, I discussed different concepts of marketing or different marketing management orientations. And the last one was marketing concept. If we follow marketing concepts, if we want to apply marketing concept, what are the basic requirements? As a marketer, we have to go through. And there are a few aspects here which are related to marketing concept or marketing concept requirement. It means as a marketer, if we want to apply marketing concept as a marketing management philosophy, we'll have to focus on these aspects. What is the first one? You see, the first one is market segmentation, number 2, market targeting, number 3, positioning, number 4 is marketing mix. Market segmentation. Segmentation is all about division. And market means customers. As market means customers. There are so many customers. And it is quite difficult for a marketer, for a marketing manager to satisfy all the customers with a single marketing program. Or as a marketer, probably I don't offer a particular product for all the individuals. 700 crore people, 7 billion people across the world. And it is quite difficult to satisfy all the people with a single product. So the idea of market segmentation comes in. So segmentation is all about a process of dividing a heterogeneous market based on some variables. And the people, the customers, belonging to a particular divisions share same or similar characteristics. And these division requires a particular product or a particular marketing program. That is all about market segmentation. I repeat, market segmentation is a process to divide a heterogeneous market, a big market comprising a lot of people, a lot of customers. So you'll be dividing this big market based on some variables. Some are geographic, some are demographic, some are psychographic, some are behavior. Based on location, cities, personality, gender, religion, purchasing power, social class, and so on. User product, attitude of the customers toward the products. So we can use so many variables to divide a market, and after division, the people or the customers belonging to a particular division will have the same characteristics, same properties. And this group of customers will require a different product, a particular product, or a particular marketing program. What is that? That is, the whole process is called market segmentation. What is the second one? Market targeting. So as a marketer, I have segmented a market. And as a marketer, I'm so fortunate, I have got a number of segments. Once I am having a number of segments after segmentation, I'll be evaluating all the segments. I'll be evaluating all the segments to identify the most attractive one, most profitable one, most befitting one to my company. And as a marketer, I'll be deciding to design my marketing program for that particular segment or segments. The whole process is called market targeting. I repeat, market targeting, it is a process to evaluate all the segments after segmentation, to identify the most profitable segment or segments, the most attractive segment or segments to the company, to my company, for which I'll be deciding to design my marketing program or programs. The whole process is called targeting. My target market can be a single segment, can be a number of segments. Then positioning. Positioning is one of the elements of marketing strategy. What do you mean by position? Position is all about a collection of customers' perception, feeling, and impression toward a particular product a customer has. In other words, we can say that position is how a product is defined by the customers on the basis of its characteristics. It is important to the marketeers and marketing because most of the customers are making their purchase decision on the basis of the position the products have in their mind. So as a marketer, we'll have to design our marketing mix, 4Ps, in such ways that we can occupy a distinctive place in the mind of the customers in relation to its competing products or in relation to my competitors. That is all about positioning. And the last one is marketing mix. Marketing program or marketing mix, it includes 4 basic elements of marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion. Once segmentation, targeting, and positioning is done, marketing strategy is done, then we'll be designing our marketing program or marketing mix. And this marketing program or this marketing mix includes 4 elements. The first P is we'll have to design our product, we'll have to produce our product, then we'll be setting the price. We'll be setting our price in such a way that it is affordable to the customers, attractive to the customers, and at the same time the company can achieve its goals or objectives. The third P is place, which is concerned with channel of distribution. It means that as a marketer, we'll have to make our products available to the customers. And the fourth P is promotion. It means as a marketer, we'll be communicating, we'll be delivering all the information to our customers so that we can inform them, persuade them, motivate them, influence them. And then we can convince our customers, we can give a compelling or persuasive message to our customers by which we can influence them and they will buy our products. So these are the requirements or basic requirements for applying or executing marketing concepts. I repeat, marketing concept focuses customer satisfaction. So to deliver satisfaction to the customers, we'll have to go through all the stages. I talked about value earlier. To me, value is all about power to satisfy customer requirements. Value means something that is needed, that is required, or that has some benefits to a certain group of people or customers. But in my words, I can say value is all about power or capacity to satisfy someone's requirements or requirements of the customers. Exchange basically is a process to obtain our desired product from someone by giving something in return. In marketing, exchange is one of the core concepts, and I can say that no exchange, no marketing. So in our marketing, there must be value exchange. It means that as a marketer, We're offering something to the customers, and we're taking something from customers in return. What I offer to the customers, that has value to them, and what I take from the customers, that is value to the marketer. I talked about this table, this illustration in the class. You see, these illustration shows how we are using technology. Technology has become an integral part of our life. It is very much persuasive, and different groups of people of different age, different professions, and so, and how we people are using technological devices. There are so many devices, and you see the examples. It's a study outcome. How we people are using, the people of different age groups are using technological devices. We're spending a lot of time on our online activities. We're using a lot of technological devices and different online platforms. We perform a lot of activities by using electronic or digital devices on the digital platform. This illustration shows the different activities for each. We're spending our time on our digital platforms. So it shows how much we are engaged, we are involved in our using digital devices on our digital platforms. Cross-screen marketing, it is a promotional strategy by which we can address our customers, we can carefully target our customers on the basis of their presence on digital devices or digital platforms. Based on their presence, activities, engagement in different devices and platforms, digital devices and digital platforms, we can assess them, we can understand their interest, requirements, feelings, emotions, attitudes, and based on which we can design our promotional messages. We can customize our promotional message, and then we can deliver to them, by which we can target them very precisely, and we can deliver our message, persuasive message, based on their requirement, based on their interest, based on their attitude, and so on. So it gives us an opportunity to get immediate reactions from them. In fact, we observe our customers on the basis of their presence in digital platform, and we assess them, we study them, we try to understand their interest, engagement, feeling, attitude, and so on, based on which we are designing our message, we are customizing our message, and we deliver them to receive instant reactions from the customers. That is all about cross-screen marketing. These are the three important topics in marketing. And for consumer behavior, if you study consumer behavior, it will be easy for the marketer to understand these three aspects of marketing. The first one is customer value. One thing you keep in your mind, customer value is before the purchase. Customer value is usually the difference between the values or benefits we get from a product and the costs which are needed, which are required to obtain those benefits of the product. So customer value is all about the difference between the values or benefits and the cost of a product. And the difference between these is This too is called customer value. Just one thing you keep in your mind, as a customer, whenever we are in a position to buy a particular product, we make our purchase decision on the basis of customer value. It means that we buy the product from available ones, which gives me or gives us the highest customer value. And I tell you, it is subjective and it can vary from person to person. And it takes place to the customers before the purchase. It is before the purchase. Based on customer value, we usually make our purchase decision. Number one. And number two, customer satisfaction. Basically, customer satisfaction is the function of customer's expectation. On the basis of customer value, we have made our purchase decision. Once a product is purchased, and at the time of purchase, we are having an expectation from the product. And after the purchase of the product, while we are using the product, we are taking the utility of the product, we'll see to what extent it meets my expectation, it meets our expectation. If my purchased product meets my expectation, we are satisfied. If it lacks, or the performance of the product is less than my expectation, we are dissatisfied. If the performance of the product is more than my expectation, I'm delighted or highly satisfied. So as a customer, whether I will buy the product again or not, it depends on customer satisfaction. As a customer, if I am satisfied, I may buy the product again. If not, I won't buy the product, or I won't make any repeat purchase. So what do you mean by customer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction is all about to what extent a product can meet the expectations of the customers. If it can meet, if the performance of the product is equal to the expectations of the customer, customers are satisfied. If the performance of the product is less than the expectation of the customers are dissatisfied. If performance of the product is more than expectation of the customers are delighted, customers are highly satisfied. On the basis of level of satisfaction, there are 6 types of customers. The first one is loyalists, absents, defectors, terrorists, then hostages, mercenaries. I'm giving you the ideas of these different types of customers based on what? Based on their level of satisfaction. Loyalist, these customers are highly satisfied and they always keep purchasing the products of the company, and they usually don't think of leaving this company. So they are loyal customers and they buy the company's product again and again. Absents, they are also satisfied customers and they share their good feeling with other people. I mean, they produces positive word of mouth in favor of the company. Defectors, they are the customers who are neutral, either neutral or merely satisfied, but they are likely to leave the company anytime. It means they don't show any loyalty to the company, even though they are satisfied or neutral, but they have no loyalty to the company and they can stop doing business or purchasing products from the company anytime. Terrorists, these are dissatisfied customers, and these customers share their ill feeling, bad feeling, or bad experience with other people. It means they produces negative word of mouth and they share their bad feeling with other people, with the other customers. Hostages, there are so many unhappy customers. They are dissatisfied, unhappy, but they don't leave the company. They don't stop doing business with the company because of any reason. Probably there are no other better options available in the market. Even though they are unhappy, they are dissatisfied, they stay with the company and they keep purchasing products from the company. And what is the last one? Mercenaries. They are the customers who are happy, who are satisfied, but anytime they can leave the company. They don't show any loyalty to any company, to the company. That is mercenaries. So mercenaries are the group of customers who are satisfied, but they don't show, but they don't show loyalty to the company, and they can leave the company anytime. Mercenaries. So on the basis of satisfaction, on the basis of level of satisfaction, we can divide customers in these 6 types. The first one is customer retention. Customer retention is basically a process by which, as a marketer, we can build and maintain relationship with the customers. To retain customers, to hold customers, we'll have to deliver satisfaction, which I discussed few seconds back. The customer retention is the key to the survival of the company. Nowadays, the marketing or business has become a battlefield. There's so many companies, so it is quite difficult to survive and to grow in this competitive marketplace. So as a marketer, we always try to retain our customers, hold our customers. Once we get a customers, we want to achieve lifetime values from the customers. So we'll have to retain, and we'll have a lot of benefits if we can retain customers. So what are the usual benefits we can have by retaining customers? Say, if you can retain customers, if it means that if we can make our customers loyal. As a marketer, we always try to make our customers loyal. If we can make our customers loyal, they'll keep purchasing our product again and again, and we'll be able to achieve their lifetime value. So why marketers want to retain their customers? Because if we can retain our customers, I mean, if we can make our customers loyal, we are getting a good number of benefits. What are those benefits? The first one is our loyal customers will buy more and more products from the company. Our loyal customers will be less price sensitive. So what are the benefits we are getting out of relationship with the customers? It means that if you can retain our customers, what are the benefits we can have out of this relationship with the customers? The first one is definitely when the customers are loyal, they'll be purchasing more and more product from my company, from our company. Number two, usually loyal customers or satisfied customers are less price sensitive. They don't bother. They don't think of price. Whatever the price the company is charging, it is all right with them, and they buy the products from the company again and again. So they are less price sensitive. It means that they are not as highly concerned about the price the company is charging for their products. Then it is easy for the company to service our loyal customers or regular customers. Just one point you can think: if a customer is purchasing my product again and again, it means that that customer knows everything of the product, how things are being happened, how things are taking place in the company. So it is easy from the human resource management point of view, from the service point of view. It is quite easy for the company to serve their existing customer or loyal customer, especially the customers who are purchasing these companies' product again and again. And the last benefit is, and probably this is the biggest benefit from the company's point of view, the loyal customers or satisfied customers share their good feeling, good experiences with other people, which is very influential. And there is different types of communication tools between the company and customers. But word of mouth and positive word of mouth, good word of mouth is the most persuasive and most influential tool of communication. So when the satisfied customers or loyal customers are sharing their good feeling with the other customers, definitely other customers will be influenced and they'll be buying our product. So they're the typical benefits or advantages we can get once we can retain our customers or once we can make our customers loyal. And as a marketer, if we want to have a relationship with the customers, we'll have to have kind of engagement with the customers. And there are two cornerstones of engagement, how we can be engaged with the customers. The first one is emotional engagement. If you can make our customers committed or emotional, so that they have a feeling, they have a commitment, they have emotion to my company, they will be purchasing my product. Even probably the better products are available in the market, but because of their emotion, because of their feeling, okay, they will buy my product repeatedly again and again. And the next one is transactional benefits. If you can have a structure between the company and the customers, if you can use some mechanisms or mechanics or structure which will be facilitating the ease of transaction between the company and customers. So customers will be so comfortable in dealing with our company or purchasing and using our goods and services because they are by this time habituated. So it is very easy, it is very convenient for them to have transactions with our company. So which we can say that this is transactional bonds. So in different ways, we can build the building stones or cornerstones of relationship or retention so that a company can retain its customers for a longer period of time, by which the company can achieve its goals or objectives. So as a marketer, we are trying our level best to retain our customers, but at the same time, which customers will be retaining? So we'll have to think critically. We'll have to go for valuation of the customers, that is the customer value or lifetime value, the total value we can get from a customers, that must be considered. Then rate of retention. So each and every day we are selling our goods or services to so many customers, but among all these customers, how many customers are making repeat purchase? How many customers are coming to our company back, or they go for repeat purchase from our company? So you have to see how many customers are purchasing for once, how many customers are purchasing like a second time, third time, and so on. So it will show the rate of retention. That is how many customers we can retain, we can hold, and we can make them loyal so that they'll keep purchasing my product repeatedly. And defections, if we are losing customers, we'll have to identify why we are losing the customers. If customers are switching from my company to other companies, my brands to other brands, so as a marketer, I'll have to address why I cannot or why we cannot retain customers. Why the customers are leaving my company for other companies. So if we can identify the reasons of defections, probably as a marketer, we can make a full proof strategy, and so that we can retain our customers for a longer period of time. The next slide is social responsibility. Whenever I'm talking about social responsibility, let's take it from an individual's point of view. As a person, as an individual, I'm an element of a society. I'm a part of this society. And as an individual, I don't have any right to contaminate, to pollute, to harm this society. So I need to be socially responsible, or I should be behaving with others, with all the elements of this society in a responsible manner. So I won't be doing harm to the society, or rather, I'll be doing all of my activities in such ways that will uphold the well-being of the society. So now you take it from the individual's point of view to the corporate's point of view. As a marketer, as a marketing firm, as a marketing institution, we are also part of society, and we have the commitment, we have the responsibility to the society. As a marketer, we cannot do whatever we would like to, whatever we have wish or will to do in the society. We'll have to maintain the norms and other well-being of the society. We'll have to take measures. We'll be designing our marketing mix, product place and promotion in such ways that we are not doing any harm to the society. Rather, we'll be making our marketing decisions in such ways that will uphold the well-being of the society. As a marketer, so what do we need to do? Whenever we are making any marketing decisions, we'll have to make very enlightened decisions by which we can uphold the well-being of a society. And finally, decision making. In fact, it is a model how we consumers are making decision and how the consumer behavior as a whole works, functions. Whenever we're talking about a model or pictorial expression, it may include so many variables. And when I'm talking about consumer behavior, it is all about the responses of the consumer to the different stimuli, marketing and other stimuli. So in this model, we'll see what are the inputs, what are the stimuli, and what is the process each and every customer goes through. And in this model, there are three parts: inputs, which include all marketing and other stimulus, environmental factors, so marketing factors, marketing stimulus. Then the process inputs, all the psychological factors, and decision making process, what things are being considered by the customers in making decisions, what happens in their mind, in their thought process, and finally outputs input, the responses of the customers to the marketing and other stimulus. It means what customers are purchasing and what about their repeat purchase and so on. So you can have a look on this model. You see, I tell you one thing, you will not have a clear understanding about this model today. Rather, you will have a clear understanding of this model at the end of the semester, because there are so many factors which I have not discussed today. I'll be discussing throughout the semester, and I'll be discussing in different chapters, especially the factors which are process and some inputs. And finally, we will see the responses, what customers are how customers are responding to different marketing and other stimulus. So you'll find, okay, there are three segments: influences and resources on input. In this model, what are the inputs and what is the process, how it works, and the output, I mean the responses of the customers, okay, to those inputs, and how all these things are being processed. So responses will be measured by how customers are responding to the marketing and other stimulus. So this is the whole model. I tell you, you are not having a clear understanding today, but you will get a clear understanding at the end of the semester, after my discussion on all these factors in different chapters, okay, throughout the semester. And probably the last slide is employment opportunities. If you're starting marketing or if you're studying consumer behavior, so where you can utilize your understanding. Marketing is a very vast discipline. There are so many activities which are involved in marketing activities as a whole. We talk about 4Ps, 7Ps, 8Ps. There are so many areas of activities as a marketer will have to design and implement. But after starting this course, we will have specific insights on some issues which will help us to work or to best deal with the products or brand management. You can become a brand manager, or all this understanding will help you to make decisions which are relating to products and brands. So you can best manage your brands. And there are so many tools of communication, marketing communication, advertising is one of them, but there are some other tools. So we can work over there for developing masses, communicating masses, and the whole communication process. You'll be able to understand very easily if you know customer behavior, and you see, you can become a consultant, you can become a researcher. Before we start our marketing activities, first of all, we have to have a clear understanding about the customers. So we need to do research. So to do research, to have the understanding about customers and so on, customers, different aspects of customers, these course will help us to have the insights based on which we can do research properly, and we can understand, we can have the insight of customers based on which, as a marketer, we can make our whole plan. And that is all about this chapter. And in fact, it is a very brief discussion on this chapter.